Good morning, traders and investors. Welcome to this April 25th edition. This being a Tuesday, April 25th edition of Pre-Market Prep Plus. Joel Elconin joining you here on a morning where we got some red on the screen here, and the red is because of some earnings reports that we can dig into. Let's first run down the commodities and futures here and get to the issues of your choice here as we get into the heart of earnings season with the big tech and CMG after the close. S&Ps, we're trading down. We're trading down 19.5 handles. Really never had a shot off that 6 p.m. open. I think the FRC hit the market right away. Never saw that closing price of 41.5950. So that would be a big level to hit on the upside here. If you're looking for a rally, first things first, we got to go through mid-range on the session. Mid-range on the session comes in at 41, 44 and a quarter. We briefly traded up to that area. Now just trying to find a home here at 41.40. Yesterday's low coming in at 41.3350. That would be during the Globex session. During the regular session, no can do. We stopped at the intraday low yesterday at 41.39. So once again, trading range persists. Let's get back over the mid-range and get back to perhaps that closing price. The pre-market high is a buck off that closing price, 58.50 versus 59.50. The dollar's up 19 cents. Trying to find some support here. Undercut a series of lows, but regaining a bid, up 19 cents at 101.27. Bonds up over a stick now. We up 134 to 130 trading range. Got a bounce here. Now getting back a lot of that move in the bond market, trying to get back up. Next daily high to contend with in the 30-year bond. That comes in at 133 and a tick. That's another buck away. So ways to go to get to your next resistance point. Crude up again, down again. Boy, I'm going to move this line up here because this is where it stopped. Will we fill the gap? Well, stopped on a dime at yesterday's high, 79.18. Today's high, 79.07. Haven't got to yesterday's low, folks. If you want a good level, if you're looking for a gap fill here in the crude oil futures, what you have to do is you got to keep an eye on 76.72. That's a pair of lows from Friday and Monday. That's the move in the crude oil futures. Gold up $3, back over 2K, finding some good support under 2,000 at the 1985 area. Three lows in a row, back over 2,000. Next daily high to contend with comes in at 2,016.80. That's looking at the gold market. Silver, that was getting hit too. That was way down. Way off its low. It's low at 24.53. We are back in the 25 handle, still down 27 cents at 25.04. You have silver in the red by a percentage, and you have gold up marginally here on a percentage basis. So a little bit of a break in the relationship there. Bitcoin futures not catching a major bid here off this FRC news as of yet. Up $15 at 27,415. All right, coming in to take a look at some stocks. Good morning. Good morning. RAG. We got stocks flying at me right and left. That's what I like to see out of y'all here in the morning. Just remember the bottom right chart is your daily chart, right? Because you don't want to see that Zoom face interfere with the stocks. But let's go right to the markets here. Let's see what's on your guys and your gals' mind here. And Florida, he's mentioning shoes. Shoes are higher. People need more shoes. Crocs. A stock that we really don't talk that favorably about on the show, just because I don't like the shoes. I don't like shoes with holes on them. Boom, I got my own pool shoes that I wear. I don't wear those Crocs, but anyways, big move up on the monthly, big move up on the dailies. Let me see here. Am I going to call an end to here? Let's see. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-day winning streak. Which is always good. You're traded down 88 cents in the pre-market. I think for this one, important to get back to see the close. 151.13 is the close. I'd even come down a little bit lower if I was trying to wiggle out of this stock with the all-time high being at 151.30. Not the all-time high, but yesterday's high at 151.32. I'd be out there at 151. Coming back on the downside, I don't know where to go on this one. You got a long ways to go to 46.68. So unless you have a big turnaround in the market here, I don't think you're going to see yesterday's low. Probably have to find an intermediate level in between them. I do see the high from Friday at 148.18. I'd make that a 2-star level. Sam Biggles, I'm asking about Tro here. Trow. Is that Trowbridge? No, Rowe Price. Where did I come up with Trowbridge? Here. Okay. Not much action. Rowe Price just kind of hanging out here. Not seeing much on the charts. I mean, you've had a range pretty much for the month of April from 100 to 115, and you're smack dab in the middle. I got nothing for you here. I mean, if we start to go into retreat, Friday's low, 110.35, that would come into play. And I'll give you a number. I mean, you had a close at 1250. That was right in the high, three highs right at that area, 1277, 1217, 1252. If you're looking for more, if you take that out, you got 113.58 is your 4-day high intro Rowe Price. Not seeing a lot on the charts on that one, and I'm not really seeing any news on it as well. What else is on your mind here? Sam Biggles, IPI, boom, boom, boom. IPI, Intrepid Potash, hanging out. This is like a chart that Florida would like. Just hanging out here at the lows of the move. Let me see if I got any news on Intrepid Potash. Nothing since March 6th. I don't know what you like about this stock, what you don't like about it. 25.61, 25.72. So you got a nice bounce. Low of the move is a little bit off that at 25 and a quarter. Let's see what we can do at 26.50. That's the highs from the last 3 sessions, ballparking it. After that, you're looking at a high of 26.90. I don't know how big you want to get in this stock. It trades just about 100,000 shares a day. So not a lot so far. Not coming up with any good stocks or anything jumping out to me. Just as far as technicals go, I'll let you guys know. S&P's on the fade here a little bit. FRC hanging out near the low of the move at 11.53. Not liking the UPS report. Let's see. What do we have for TXT? Let me take a look, and I am actually seeing some news on TXT. But Chinese drone maker DJI loses trial. Textron wins patent infringement ruling. Doesn't look like they're running with that right now. This stock, if it had a pretty good range yesterday, if this is real good news, I expect it to get back up to 71.57. Coming back on the downside, you got an important area to keep an eye on here. You got a pair of lows at the 67.70 area. You closed right near that. So if you take that up, boom, I don't know. There's other support in the 67 handle too, 67.20, 67.30. So not seeing a lot in this one, not seeing a lot on the monthly candles. Just seeing a stock that really hasn't been moving much yesterday. So you can count on, wow, less than a buck range yesterday. If in fact you can get through that 68.33 as they interpret this as good news, you got some room up perhaps to the 69 area. 894 and 896 are your highs from Thursday and Fridays. There's a look at good old Textron. TXT. Good morning to Jar Jar. EKS. Good morning. Good morning. CNC acting a little bit different than some of your other healthcare stocks. Let's take a look at CNC. Trading up a buck 38. Tucked 70.50. What this is important on this one. The monthlies are telling you got to get to $70. Your highs from the last 2 months, 69.64, 69.82. That's good enough for me. If you get to that 70, I look at perhaps some kind of retracement of this major move. Coming back on the downside, way off yesterday's low at 65.73. That was actually three lows in that area at the 65.5 area. So boom, there you go. There is a look at CNC. Good old Nike. I don't know if I mentioned I saw the Air movie over the weekend, and not a bad movie. Not a huge Michael Jordan fan, but this was more about Sonny Vaccaro and the creation of Nike. Important to note here in the Nike, something is jumping out to me. I'm going to give you an alert here to keep a close eye on moving forward here. And that's this 127 area, 127.13, 127.49, 120, upper 126 handle. So 127 down 41 cents. Looked like you were trying to break out to that yesterday. But on the dailies, I keep an eye. You get over 127 here, and your next monthly high comes in at 131.31. But let's see what happens. We failed at 127 since we failed there in the middle of February when we faded at 127.50. Gave it a couple pokes in April. And it failed so far. Looked pretty good off the close yesterday, but now trading back down. So really keep a close eye on the 127.50 area in Nike. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. Zoom, I did notice that had a nice move yesterday, not getting a continuation yet in today's session. That was a big old range yesterday. Undercut the low of the move, and then you caught a vicious bid here. I would look at this close at 65.80 if you're looking for this to have some continued upside. This one, like you talk about different stocks, I don't think I'd be so willing just to go out and be shorting this one even in a down market today. Boom. But yeah, 65.80 minor resistance. Not sure why he had to pop yesterday to 67.50, 67.67. That is a good area. That's a 3-star for you. Thursday's high 743. High yesterday 767. So yeah, let me know if it's a day trade or not. I can definitely give you my input on those. But nearly an all-time low there in Zoom. Tesla's the intriguing stock to me because it looked like it was on the comeback trail yesterday with the market, but now getting back in the red. We were in the red by 255 at 160. I would look for see if buyers step in ahead of Monday's low at 58.51. If in fact they do, I think you get back over this 160 area, kind of close near the high of the session. No, you didn't. Got to 165.65. So we'll use the close is minor resistance here at 162.55, and Friday's close ended the week at 65.08. So Tesla trying to stay out of that gap area. So far, the bulls have been able to do that. Elf, boom, I don't know if Elf has ever. I mentioned this when the Alta was going up. Down 54 cents. Monthlies look good. Dailies look good, except for this day yesterday. That whole time closing high, if you were using that, wow, two highs at the 96.70 area, and then boom, you go to 97.03. Then you found some profit taking to end a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-day winning streak. After an 11-day winning streak and a red candle like that, I don't know about it, say, sailing off 10 points or whatever, but I keep a close eye on this 93.50 area. That splits the lows from Thursday and Monday. After that, you can see your other daily levels, 92.37, 91.40. 89.73. They're all buck, $2 apart. But you just got to see if someone, I mean, a little bit, maybe, could have just been one big seller yesterday. But that closing price now is of importance, 94.84. So if you're looking to wiggle out, that is the third all-time closing high price for Elf Beauty, ELF. What else here? Well, you guys are keeping me going. Strong here at S&P's trying to catch a bid here, 41.40 as UPS sinks to lower lows here, down 11.53. I don't know what they're saying, but what they're saying is not good here. We are now approaching, we have made a new pre-market low here. Next daily low to contend with comes in at 183.80. We haven't quite hit that yet. After that 183.80, folks, look out, 181.57. So sellers persisting in UPS ahead of the opening bell, not liking the words that came out of the company's mouth. Federal Express, that's down 420. That order reported, that's fallen in sympathy. Look out your bids on the on the downside here, because that stock had a nice run, gap and go after earnings, had to pull back, but not looking so good now. Sam Biggles, he's looking ahead to that Meta report, and I believe Meta, it's not today, but I believe it's tomorrow after the bell. Let me look at my sheet here. Got to have all these notes. Yeah, tomorrow after the bell. Meta Platforms. Let's drill down on Meta Platforms here. For Mr. Biggles, Sam Biggles, that is. Meta trading down 70 cents. Boom. 210 seems to be the area where the bulls are supporting this heading into the report. 209.58, 210.71. See another low. Oh, just this 210 area. I know we didn't breach it yesterday, but we did breach it on Friday. So if you're looking to sell on weakness instead of strength, I think if you get through 210 in a down market today, you need to be hit. You need to be hitting bids. Coming back on the upside here, very important area. Someone is definitely trying to wiggle out around 213. The reason I say that is when you backed off at the end of last week, you had three closes, 1307, 1289, and 1279 yesterday. That's a solid 2-star. So 210 to 213 are your early levels. I don't think you're going to see 216.75. That was Thursday's high ahead of the report. So that's what you're looking at in Meta. Boom, 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 boom. All right. The thinker is thinking about Microsoft after the bell today, downgraded yesterday. That hit the stock, traded down another $1.95. Must hold yesterday's low. I bet you through yesterday's low, right? No, not quite yet. 278.72. You haven't hit that in the pre-market. Boom, boom. 278.72. I'll give you a zone here. 78.41 to 78.72. That represents the low. You had a gap up day back at the end of March. So if in fact you lose that 278.41, nowhere to go except a gap fill here down to 276.14, with the stock trading down $2, 208 here in a red tape. I would look at the resistance at the closing price of 281.77. But as I said, you still haven't reached yesterday's low at 278.72. Okay, CrowdStrike. It seems like it's been around this 124 area for a long time. Let's look at the dailies. Yeah, down 265. In the pre-market at 127.75. Sure doesn't feel like you're going to get there today. I see what you're looking at. The 24.55 area. The reason that's a good level is because it was flanked by a low at 23.70, the one ahead of that. So I like the 124. I just don't know if I'd buy it here with that as a stop out point. I think I would wait to try and buy it closer to the 124 area. Trading down $2.65. That makes your close at 130.40. Formidable resistance in the issue. Views on Kathy Lady ARK, ARKK. Let's take a look at Arc Lady trading down 25 cents, 36.87, breaking support. I don't see any daily support in here for you. Instead, I would look to see if you could, well, I mean, if you want to call yesterday's low, that's all I have for you. 36.58, currently trading above that, down 25 cents. So, if you want to take a stab here, because we know what Kathy does, she makes a couple low, double tops or double bottoms. I could see the possibility of that. I just wouldn't wait until 34.81 to find out I was wrong on the trade. So there's a possibility of the Arc Lady holding up today, coming back on the upside. I wouldn't look for if you could get through that close at 37.20. I would be cautious at the 37.80 level. That splits the highs from Friday and Monday at 37.76 and 37.90. So Florida. Hims is strong. That's going to be our final stock of the day. Uh, Hims and Hers Health Inc. looking healthy on the charts. We're down 26 cents, but can you establish a 12 bid? If this establishes a 12 bid, then I think you got another leg higher. You can see things open up on the monthlies. Got over 12 yesterday, but caught a cold, settled at 11.81. So let's first get through the close and then make sure people aren't ganging up at the $12 area. It's a 2-minute mark. We're signing out for today. Back at 3:30. I'm gonna do stock odds with Rob today at 11 a.m. and then of course the closing print. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for joining me here. And everyone have a good day. Let's get over mid-range on the session, 41, 41 and a half, and back up to test that close at 59.50.